Hey guys, it's Tish. I hope you guys are doing well. Today I wanted to show you a remedy, and it is really simple to make, and a little bit goes a long way, and in the long run it's not that expensive, and you can use this for a lot of ailments. Now this is a topical, this is not an ingestible, so I want to have make a disclaimer here that you guys, if you have any contraindications, if you're taking any medicine, if you have any comorbidities, to please always use common sense and talk to your doctor, your dermatologist, before you try anything new. Now, most of these things, well, all of these things are natural, and that's a natural remedy, and that's why we're making it. But they will interact with some things that you can take internally or that you can use topically. So please be smart and take those measures to make sure that this is not something that you will have an interaction to. All right, let's get started. First of all, what we call it around here is a face wash, and I got this recipe from a friend a long time ago when my daughter was a teenager and having, face zits, acne. It wasn't even really a bad acne, but a little bit is enough for a teenager, right? So, and also my son suffered from severe eczema from a baby up until he was a young man. He grew out of it and still has to take care of super dry skin, but as far as the severe eczema, it went away. Now, this is good for, like I said, those eczema, psoriasis. I actually got something when we was running around in the yard and looking around and was walking the dog. She's on a leash right now. And I guess when I went to be kissing on her cheek later, she had something on her, and I got this rash on my face. And so I thought, oh my gosh, this is perfect time to tell people about this, because I used this on my face and it healed it. It went away. It took a couple days and that was it. And I didn't have to take any medicine. I didn't have to go to the doctor, so it was amazing. All right, so let's get down to it. The first thing I want to tell you is what you need to have for the base of this recipe, so to speak. What I do is I go and I get this at the grocery store or a supply place, and it's just like a ketchup mustard bottle, a squeeze bottle, barbecue sauce, and it has the little top here. I'll pop that off so you can see it. Sorry about that. So it just seems to be easier to use, and you can use anything like this to put it in. I like it because you can squeeze it and then put the top on, and the fact that it is this big, because it takes the recipe. This whole bottle takes all of what we're fixing to put in here. So you'll need one of those, and then you will use extra virgin olive oil. And I try to get a decent kind, but I have used a off-brand for years. Makes no difference to me. Olive oil is very, very good for you topically or internally. Then you're going to use a castor oil, and I picked this up at a pharmacy. And so you'll need some castor oil. And obviously castor oil is very good for hair and skin. The biggest thing that goes with this recipe is tea tree oil. Tea tree oil is not to be ingested, obviously, because it can be poisonous and hazardous to your health. But it is a very good antiseptic for skin issues. You can also put this on a little cotton ball and put it on directly onto a blemish or to a sore. It's going to sting a little bit. It's an antiseptic after all. So you're going to need, let's see, I got here a 2 fluid ounce bottle of tea tree oil, and I use it all because I want it to be strong and I want it to do the job. So if you don't, some people, okay, tea tree oil is a love and hate relationship. I get it. It's has a little weird smell, but to do what it's got to do, I don't mind at all. And I'm getting ready to show you how to help that if you don't really like tea tree oil or the smell of it. You can use absolutely, you can use any essential oil that has the same effects as this, and there are many, and I'm getting ready to show you. So you're going to mix that together, and I'm going to show you here in a minute, and I'm going to give you the recipe. Excuse me. So I'm going to mix, in the past I've mixed it with lavender essential oil. I have mixed it with a citrus, an orange essential oil, or even a lemon. I've got a lemon here. And I've done, that for my son, you know, he didn't really like the smell of the tea tree oil, so I used and mixed it with a patchouli, which gave it a very nice earthy smell, and he liked it better, and people liked the smell of him after that, so he liked that patchouli mixed with it. And patchouli has really good properties for skin health as well, so that is really good. Any of these up here have a really good skin health, either astringent or an antibacterial, and is really good to use. One of my favorites is, I don't know if anyone is familiar with Young Living's Thieves, and I think doTERRA makes a line of this, and I believe the Now line, they make one of this, but one of my favorites to mix it with is Thieves. And you can even do Thieves with olive oil, or you just make sure that you have a base compound oil to mix that with, because it will burn. Make sure you do your research on these, folks, if you don't know about them. They are really good, though. And once in a while, especially for soothing or something just to kind of, smell good, I use Joy from Young Living. And it's pretty uplifting, and I like it, and it's good for your skin. Make sure, especially if you are a little older, like myself, and you are trying to minimize wrinkles, that is really good. So anyway, folks, okay. What I'm going to tell you today is there is one more oil that I want to reveal, and that is what I'm going to be adding to mine face wash, my natural remedy today. And mine is CBD. I'm going to be putting some CBD oil. This is a 600 milligrams, microgram, and it is a 1 ounce. I'm going to only use a few drops, maybe 5 to 10 drops of this. It doesn't take much, and if you choose to do that, make sure to do your research. If you haven't done any research on CBD oil, it's magic. It really is, and it has helped me a lot. So CBD oil will be going into this one today. All right, the recipe, and I will make sure and put a tab on the video with the recipe written down for you. And what you do is you're going to use a 2/3 cup. This is my 1/3 cup, but you're going to use a 2/3 cup of each, the extra virgin olive oil and, the castor oil. And let's see if we can do this without making a mess. So I've got my bottle. Put this aside here. And I always use one of these. It's just better that way. And make sure you guys can see that. Now, I'll take my olive oil. And this is a 1/3 cup, so I'll have to do 2 times. I love doing natural remedies, and I think more and more people today are realizing that what comes out of our earth was meant for us. It was meant to keep us alive. It was meant to heal us, to make us better when we're sick. And I think we're realizing more and more that that is the case. I'm trying to get all of it out. Oh, fantastic. All right, let me set that down. Now we are going to do the castor oil, and it is thick, you guys. So that's why I like to put the olive the olive oil in first, and it seems to help it go down better. It's not sticky or anything. It's just a little thicker. Make sure that's it. I have just enough, I think. I've made these for my kids. I make the big bottle here, and I'll show you in a minute. I pour from this, I pour it into travel size bottles, and that way I can just stick it in my makeup bag or my purse, and it's perfect. But it's really easy to make, and like this castor oil, I've already used it once, and so I've made 2 of these out of this 8 fluid ounce bottle of castor oil. So as far as cost goes, it's worth it. Fantastic. Okay, so we got, that is your base. That is your base, and now you add your essential oils. Yeah, this could be a base for anything you want to make. You don't necessarily have to use the tea tree oil, but this would be a very good foundation to add if you wanted to add up straight lavender. You know, you're gonna do the 2 fluid ounces of lavender. I haven't done that yet, but that sounds marvelous. Okay, so I'm gonna undo that, and what I do is I'm gonna pop this little top off here, and you just have to pry it open, you know, get your fingernail, and it pops right open. Perfect. All right, then we're gonna pour the tea tree oil in there. Look at that. Perfect. Fantastic. Let me let that go down a little bit more. Now, it came all the way to the top here, but I still have, you know, room to add drops of my essential oils, and like today we're going to do the CBD. Very good. Oh, I love it. Now I kind of like the smell of tea tree oil. It's not my favorite, but I'm an essential oil, what do they call it? I'm an oily girl. I love essential oils. And this year, or hopefully this year, after my harvest, I am going to be able to dabble a little bit into pressing some oils. All right, so now I told you about these guys. You can then go and add, sometimes I will add probably, oh gosh, sometimes 30 to 40 drops. Citrus, you won't have to add as many, maybe 5 to 10 drops. Same with the lemon. The patchouli, obviously, patchouli is very strong and very thick, so it doesn't take that much. So you would add maybe, I don't know, 3 to 5 drops. It's to your liking. Just remember that. And then this, and sometimes you can mix a lemon and an orange. And then the thieves, obviously the thieves would be treated the same as a citrus because it is very strong. So maybe 5 to 7 drops of the thieves, to your preference, obviously. And you have to always remember that that stuff is going to burn if you don't add it to a carrier oil. All right, and today we're gonna add the CBD. I think I'm gonna do, let's see, I'm gonna do, whoop. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that was about 25 drops. And I'm doing that, and I'll tell you why. So, I think I've told you in my previous videos that I have multiple sclerosis, and I have treatments, unfortunately, every 2 weeks. And that is to help me be able to walk. So the treatments are rough, and the side effects from the medications sometimes mess with my skin. And I'm going to show you, please don't be freaked out, but I have to show you so that you understand why it is important for those of us out here. If you see this, then you'll understand maybe they're going through something. But this is what it does to my hands, you guys. Now, mind you, I've been in the garden. I have been doing a lot of physical things. So please don't freak out by all the bruises. Sometimes they do hurt, but right now, like, this is nothing. It's just bruised my hand. That's from the medication, and I'm working on that, guys. I'm trying to change that and get more natural. Try to get some more natural relief. Working with my my naturopath doctor. So it's not a bummer because we're working on it. And look here, I'm fine, and we're doing this. Okay, so I added that. I'm gonna put this back on. Put it on pretty tight, guys, because it's oil. It will go everywhere. And then cap that on it, and then all you do is just, shake it up really good. And I like to shake it up every time I use it. Shake it up. And then if you have a household with children, just make sure you put it up where they can't get a hold of it, and label it for safety. That would be a really good idea. Okay, so that is done. So now I have it and I can use it today, use it now. And I'm gonna go a step further, and for those who suffer, and I even did this when I had my little, whatever that was, poison ivy, or who knows what it was, felt like a little bit of a poison ivy. It just didn't get really bad because I used this right away as soon as I felt the itch. For your teenagers with some acne, if they have an acne problem, or if you just want a nice little face scrub, oh my goodness, guys. All you have to do, and I just saved this from a product that I had. I can't even remember what it was. And I washed it and cleaned it and sanitized it out. And so put a little sugar in there. There's a little bit of sugar in there. And if you don't like the coarseness of the sugar, if that's a little bit too strong, if you have sensitive skin, here's a second idea. I take my mortar and pestle, put a little bit in there, and just grind it down a little bit, just make it a little bit softer, a little bit, more gentler for your skin type, okay? And guys, you can do this with organic sugar too. I just didn't happen to have any on hand. Do not use salt, please. Do not use salt. It will burn, I promise. Don't use salt. Use sugar. And then what you do is you get it ground down enough that you like it. Put it in your little container. Okay. Oh, that's perfect. All right. And then we'll take our newly made oil, or I can even show you this one here. This is what I was talking about. Got these at the dollar store, and fill it up. And I mean, guys, this lasts for so long. A little bit goes a long way. And so I just put this in my makeup bag, or I've got one in the our RV, so it just stays in there. Okay. And so what we can do, I'll just do this, is pour the oil in there. I love these things because it squeezes out just a little bit at a time. All right, try that, and then stir it together. Let's see, oh wow, that's perfect. And you can make it the consistency that you like. Oh, here's another thing, guys. If you have dry skin in the summertime and it's getting ready, gotta show our feet, right? Sandal season is coming. Take this stuff. This is amazing on your feet. Oh my gosh, this is amazing on your feet. Let's see if you can see that up there. See, make it kind of like a little paste. And now you've got a sugar scrub. You've got a medicinal sugar scrub. Isn't that amazing? And put the little top on. Pop it in your shower, and now you have a medicinal sugar scrub for that dry those dry legs or arms, you name it. So this would be perfect for the shower. So now you have a good sugar scrub. All right, guys, I hope that gives you a lot of information. I hope that you will try it. Remember the disclaimer that please don't put anything on your skin unless you try it on a small area first. This is all natural, but some people still have allergies to them, and also it could increase. You know, say you have a rash or something, and you might need to get something different. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel and watching me. I really appreciate you. God bless. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.